Hi, my name is P.Foley, and this is my new student dialogue vlog for Clemson University. The new student dialogue that I went to was pertaining to internationality and its acceptance at Clemson University, and I think that my group did have a very good discussion and dialogue. I think we achieved a true dialogue. I would say this because we actually had some very good conversations, because there was a girl who was international in our group. She was an international student from China, and so having a Chinese person was very helpful to our discussion because she gave us a different output on our feelings about Clemson and being an international student and things of that such. Some observations that I have in my group pertaining to active voices. I would say that most people were pretty active in our group. Actually, it was about 50-50. 50% of the group, I would say, was very active, and then the other half was a little bit more reserved, and kind of, you could tell they just wanted to leave. But the ones who were active were very active, especially when we were talking about like stereotypes. A lot of people had a lot of different feelings on that. Actually, I had a 28-year-old in our class, and I was surprised about that, but he was very open with what he had to say about everything. The role that I played in my group, I would say, is that I had some good commentary on some subjects. I actually went to France one time, and I feel like I got a little dose of internationality. It opened my eyes a little bit to the world around us and how most cultures are different, but what's socially accepted there might be a little not socially accepted here, but that was something that I could say to the group. That's about all I had to offer. I think that the dialogue is a component of Library 100 because you want new students to feel a little bit more acclimated with different sort of things they could run into, such as internationalities, like international students or gay people or religious different backgrounds and beliefs. I think that, by only doing one, though, you don't really see the whole scheme of things, but it's okay. People won't want to do more of those, so don't do that. And I would say that, stop. Like, my observations, I would say that I think 2 hours is like a little bit long, like to do that, to talk about everything, because half the time people were just looking around the room and looked really like out of it and confused, and like I know that the instructors try their best to be like really engaging and everything, but there's only so much you can talk about stereotypes, and like everybody talks about those all the time anyway, in my opinion. Also, we had this worksheet that we had to do. I had this around earlier, but it was talking about like discussions, dialogues, and debate. I was like, what are we doing this for? Because I thought we were just going to talk about internationality, and then we had to do this awkward skit that like no one felt comfortable doing because like we didn't really even know what we were talking about. So I would just not do that again. If you're planning on doing this again, just stick to like open-ended questions like internationality and things, because I mean, people will see that at Clemson. They'll see all these like international people roaming around, or different people come from a lot of different small towns, and then you come here and you're like, wow, there's different people out here. I think that, yeah, that did help that we went over that, but overall it was just a little bit redundant. Let me see if I forgot anything. Also, I like that we got to split into smaller groups when we were talking about stereotypes and things like that. Because sometimes when you have a big group of 30 people, it's a little bit intimidating, but when you get down to a group of 5 people, it's a little bit more welcoming to talk to someone for that long of time. And in that, like, you know, like, it's kind of like offensive things when you're, like, writing stereotypes about, like, Middle East people. You don't need to say that and to throw off, like, everyone's, like, kind of, like, personal. But anyway, I totally understood the concept that Library 100 was trying to establish, but I think that we can do it in a little bit better way, you know what I'm saying? So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed my U Student Idiot Blog.